I'll explain this later podcast representing the building. There's no other podcast like us out here. We do what we do, and we let everybody else do them. All right? We ain't never out here trying to be like nobody else. We just doing us. Okay? Episode 2 is out. Episode 3 is on the way. There's nothing like this. Okay? Shout out to everybody out here doing their thing. But we do us. We in our own lane. All right? Speaking of which, one half of the One Man, One Woman podcast, Tara Michelle is in the building.
Hi.
What up?
Hi. How are you?
It's been a while. I ain't seen you in a minute, boy. Where you been?
Taking care of my mental health.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. To the best of my abilities.
In case y'all didn't know, I'll explain this later. New episode dropped Monday night. It's about long distance relationships. You know, gave a couple of people out here in long distance relationships a couple shout outs, you know, since they feel like, you know, we trying to be like them and all that shit. But, you know, whatever. All right. Let's talk about it, because I want to talk. Y'all know I like talking shit. So we're going to talk about it. All right, so look, the scenario is simply this. How do you get back? How do you put yourself back out there, Tara, after a bad breakup or a bad divorce, or, you know, how do you put yourself back out there? You know, I'm going to ask you first before I dive into what I did. Talk to me.
Well, for me, I take time to heal. I'm not a relationship hopper or jumper. And when relationships end for me, because my relationships tend to last a while, there's a lot to unpack. There's a lot of adjusting. I got to get used to being single again. I have to adjust my routine and everything. I need to get my heart right. So for me, I take time. And things seem to happen organically for me. I've never dated anyone who wasn't either a classmate or a coworker, you know, even in a hobby, somebody that I'm always around and I have a chance to get to know. So for me, take the time to heal first and then let something naturally and organically happen for you.
Fuck that. That's dope advice. I love it. I love that. Okay. I love that for you. Okay.
It's not for everybody.
So for me, I ain't gonna lie. My marriage made me really it made me really think about what the hell I really wanted in my life. And I had to think about this long and hard. Like, even though it was over and it was done, that doesn't mean my life had to end. Mm-hmm. Now, will I ever get married again? Fuck no. Probably won't happen. Don't care if it does. Doesn't matter to me. But my life isn't going to stop. So I had to realize that life doesn't stop for the other person. Okay? It doesn't stop. So while you're sitting around moping and hoping and watching Facebook posts like I was doing at a time, their life don't stop. They not worried about what you doing. If they are worried, they not gonna say they is. So my question to me was, why does my life have to stop? So it didn't. So getting back out there is hard, especially with marriage. It's more easy in relationships. You just left a relationship. It's easy to get back out there because y'all didn't have no attachments. Marriage is a little different.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. You don't think a relationship has attachments? You could be in a relationship and share children. You could be in a relationship and share pets, a house, a car. There's attachments in a committed relationship.
I don't have no attachments. Once we break up, we break up.
Okay, so what's the difference between a marriage? Once you break up, you break up. You have to get some paperwork signed or whatever. But if we're talking about in
Fair
terms of
enough.
getting back out there,
Shout out to the ones out here that got their paperwork done. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, go get that shit done, especially if you're trying to move on, because that's always gonna be a hang up out here in these new life streets. So yeah, definitely go get your paperwork done for sure. Relationships are like this. Marriage is a little bit more because y'all put yourself together in that situation. Relationships,
what you
I
mean y'all put yourself together? And when you commit to a person, whether you did it in front of a judge or you did it in front of each other and God in your living room, it's
mm,
still the same commitment.
to who?
It should be to the people who
I'm
open up
talking
their
about a
mouths and commit to each
relationship. We're
other.
not gonna compare a relationship to marriage.
Why?
It's a totally different thing.
How is it a totally
Relationship,
different thing? It's a commitment. Both are the same
no, it
commitment
ain't
to each
because
other.
you're single until you married. Did you
Oh,
know that?
I absolutely did not know that because it's not true. It's
Yes,
not
it
true
is.
on any planet or any parallel
Okay,
universe
so
for
when
that
you
matter.
file your taxes, do it say married, single, or in a long-term relationship?
It says married, single, married, filing joint, married, filing separate. It's a whole bunch of stuff. So you can still file your
Exactly.
taxes as
It
a
doesn't. It
single
doesn't
person
say.
if
It
you're
doesn't
married.
say long-term relationship.
So, okay, we are justifying or even categorizing marriage and relationships based on
Yeah,
how we file our taxes. Respectfully, get the fuck
pretty
out of
much.
here. That's ridiculous. Respectfully.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
If you're going to commit to somebody in any kind of way, whether you went and got permission from
Mm,
somebody who doesn't even know you, or if you decided to get together and say we are together for life, we're doing this, it's
mm.
still a commitment.
To who?
Oh, I'm not going to answer the question again. Go ahead, you got it.
All right. So look, my thing is this, right? I didn't. I felt like I healed enough, and you will know. You will know when it's your time to move on. Okay.
How long did you take?
Oh, you know. How long did I take?
3.5 minutes to be exact.
Let's see. January, February, March, April, May. Started in beginning of not about 5 or 6 months before I got back out there on a relationship tip. Just
Um,
just on a relationship tip. Now, was my sexual holding a hold? No.
okay.
That was
Okay.
instant. I was ready to dive in instantly. Why? Because it was over. I felt like it was over. You know what I'm saying?
So what were you bumping uglies with never mind. I don't move in these circles. I don't just
I
go
ain't want
sleep
no
with random
relationship.
people.
I ain't want no relationship. You knew the guidelines. You knew what it was. We're gonna keep it like that.
But you want one now?
I do. But it's a bunch of circumstances right now that's holding that up. So I'm trying to work on that. But we're gonna fix that in due time. I can't do
So
much about it right now.
you think that you've already found the person that you need to be in a relationship with, and you're not even actually legally divorced yet? That's very interesting for someone who a couple of months ago was so hurt
Who said
and
that I wasn't though?
and so in love and all of this
Y'all know that
still
y'all
fighting
know
for
that
his
I don't get
marriage.
on here. I don't get on here and talk about my business. I'm not ready for that yet. You know, I got a whole episode in the chamber full of shit. But yeah, my divorce is done.
So your paperwork is done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Still, we talking, you just said that you just started to heal at the beginning of June. It's the beginning of July, and you're
January.
ready for a relationship.
January.
But no, you just sat up here and said that the healing started to happen. Like you was upset and going through the emotions January through May.
Mm-hmm.
But what in June, now 6 months out, we just ready to hop into a whole new relationship with a whole new person. Let me ask you this. What have you learned? What have you changed and how are you different?
What have I learned?
Yes. What are
Not,
you not going to take into this new relationship
I'm
that
gonna
you
tell you
didn't
what I've
inherit?
learned. I tell you what I've learned, right? Go with your first feeling. If you don't want to be in something, get the hell on. Don't wait around on that person to change because you're gonna be waiting forever. And your whole life is gonna pass you by, and you're gonna be sitting here wondering where the fuck did my life go? I used to be this, that, and this. I'm not that anymore. So go with your first mind. If a person shows you who they are, believe them.
And for the
Stop.
people who are listening to this right now, I want you to, when you're dealing with him, believe him. When he shows you who he is, believe him as
First
well.
of all, first of all, we're not gonna do this. Okay. I'm a gentleman. I've been a real gentleman out here in these dating streets, okay? All right. Real gentleman. All right. Opening doors, pulling out chairs, you know,
Are
letting
you
her
faithful?
order, letting her order first. You know what? I have to be. You know why?
No, I don't, but please tell me.
Because I'm a changed man.
Oh,
Okay. I've been through some things in my life. I don't want to be a player no more. Word the big pun in them. Okay. So I just feel like if I really like you, I'm gonna do what I have to do in order to keep you. Now,
wow.
how that goes is what you determine for it to go. How you treat me is how that goes. If you treat me like I treat you, we'll be all right. You ain't never got to worry about me messing around. But if you start treating me like shit, I'm gonna be messing around. I'm just
Don't
saying.
mess around. Let her go. If she starts mistreating you, walk away.
Didn't you just hit my advice that I just gave? If you're not happy in something, get out of it.
Right. Then
Don't
don't mess
uh,
around. Get out. Don't be a cheater. Don't let that person make you a cheater.
you know what? I've been labeled a cheater my whole life. It ain't nothing new. John, what up? Once you move on to move on, time is dependent on the person. Exactly. Um, I'm never gonna tell you to if you feel like your marriage or your relationship was worth fighting for, stand there and fight for it. If you don't, move the hell on. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Okay, there's plenty of them. All right, plenty
Okay.
of them. Dive in and pick one. Pick what waters you want to go in. You want to go over there with the sharks? You want to be over there with the manus? You want to be over there with the goldfish? Pick one.
The what? The what?
The
Did you
manu,
mean the minnows?
whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Grammar police. I don't need that on this show.
Don't
Okay.
do that. I just really wanted to know what you were talking about. Okay, so I agree with that. I just, I want to make sure that people don't move too fast. Rebound relationships can get real tricky. They often
Can they?
do.
Can they?
Yes, because usually the person who isn't over their last person or who is still fresh and raw with emotions is hot and heavy in the beginning. And this unsuspecting person is falls in love and it's just all about, and then this person wakes up and goes, yeah, I don't really want to be in a relationship because they still miss the other person. They
But
thought they
why
took
is
the
it
time to
all?
get over, but they didn't.
Why is it always like that though? Why can't I be over this person? Why do I have to not be over this person in order to, what I'm saying, tell you that you tripping when you aren't doing the things that I tend to like you to do? See, people be saying that all the time. Oh, you just trying to make me pay for your ex. And I be like, nah, that ain't it. But
But
if
you
you
haven't known them long enough to know what you want them to
if
do.
you if you showing me the same quality of traits that I've already seen, and I be like, I seen this movie already. I don't like it. Let's change the ending before it becomes the end. God damn it. So if I seen it already and you're doing the same things that I've seen, I tend to want to let you know, like, hey, I don't like that. And communication is everything.
Yes,
Just to
as you
let
should.
y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
But that person shouldn't already be your girlfriend. Like
Why?
you're saying you're ready for a relationship. If you haven't
Why?
gotten to know them well enough to know what their traits are and whether you like them or not, why are you
See, I
their
have to
boyfriend?
disagree with you. Who's to say I ain't known them my whole life? We just never went nowhere with it.
Okay, but then you should, if you know her, if you've known her your whole life,
Mhm.
not known of her, maybe she's been around. If you've known her, then you shouldn't have to tell her what you like and what you don't like at that point.
I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. See, I like putting things into the atmosphere because I'm different now. Okay. I'm a
I
change
think
man.
that you have a problem with being alone and that you're moving too fast. And
I've
that
never
that's
listen,
respectfully as a
listen.
friend.
I've never been alone. My first 33 years of living, I was in relationship in the next hour. If we broke up, I was with somebody in the next hour. God damn it.
Again, and how did
I
that
didn't
work for
I
you?
didn't care. It worked
What are
really
you
well.
going to? When are you going to learn from your tragic past? Or are you just gonna keep
I
doing the
told
same stuff?
I told you it all started in third grade when I gave old girl my cookies and she gave it to the next nigga. So ever since then, I blame y'all. I blame y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I blame y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a changed man because I realized I realized that cheating ain't the way to go. If you're just not happy with somebody, you're just not happy with them. Another vagina isn't gonna make that happiness come into light. It's actually gonna make it worse. You know what I'm saying? And this is coming from Big Smash because I have done a lot of deep diving. Oh, you pissed me off. Oh, you ain't cooked my dinner at the right temperature. I'm finna go cheat. Oh, you ain't answer my phone call today. I'm finna go cheat. Oh, the kids is making noise and you ain't telling them to sit. I'm finna go cheat. This was my thought process back in the day. It was crazy.
Yeah,
But 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 I could say that I'm different in the sense of when I get pissed off, I don't think about going to mess around with somebody else. I just think about um honestly, I just think about podcasting. That's my new thing nowadays. You know, when I feel like I'm finna get ready to go do something that I probably gonna regret, let me go see what Tira doing. Let me go see what Raw doing. I know these two motherfuckers is always busy, but I'm gonna see what they doing anyway. God damn it, just to
who
see,
who
just
is
to put it out there.
who is Tira? Because if I have to explain to you one more time how to say my name, we're gonna have some serious problems. It is Tara.
You already
Tera.
feel like my show is like your show, which is just the most
I'm
craziest
just
shit in the
saying,
world.
you look at the blueprint from absolute perfection. That would be
Who
one
the
man
fuck
and
I
one
did?
woman, the
The
podcast.
fuck?
And here comes your I'll explain it all later. Yeah,
My shit is nothing like nobody else's. But shout out to all the podcasters out here, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. I see y'all. All right. So for me, it took me a while to heal, but I knew like once I'm ready for something, I'm ready for it. Ain't nothing gonna get in the way of that.
I
You know
can't
what
wait
I'm
for you to be ready
saying?
to turn your camera back on though. That's wild.
Ain't nothing gonna stand in the way of that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do what we have to do what we have to do. To get what we never had, we had to do what we never did. All right. And you heard from me first. But no, it was an adjustment period to come out of something. And it took
I
me a while.
don't think you're healed from your marriage yet. I think you're
Fuck
still
that marriage.
very angry
Fuck
about
that
it.
marriage.
Yeah,
Fuck that
I
marriage.
agree with that. We're
Fuck that
totally done
marriage.
with the
Fuck
marriage, but
the person in the marriage.
your
Fuck the judge.
emotions take
Fuck the
longer
judge that
time
did
to
the
heal.
marriage. I want my $100 back for paying for that ceremony. All of that shit. Fuck that shit. You got me fucked up. I'm
That's
done
how
with
I
that.
know you're not all the way healed, Jay, because you shouldn't even
Fuck
be worried about that $100.
that. Hey, first of all, anybody that spend money on something that with as many kids as I do, yes, I'm going to be worried about that money. You're crazy. Shit. I want my money back. That could have went to the kids. Shit.
Raw, you done lost your mind. It will
Hey,
never be
hey,
back.
I tried to tell her, Raw. I tried to tell her they won't
Y'all
have
are-
no parts of me. But it's okay. It's okay because my price just went up. You know what I'm saying? They can't even get me to guest appearance on their shit no more because they didn't want to. They should have called me when I was free. I was
Oh,
free at that time. I'm not free no more. It costs to get Big Smash
this
on
is
your
how I
shit
know
now.
you're not a good friend, because when you call me, I show up and I have never charged you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, so look, right? It took me a while. And I think like once you start getting around your person, and we're not gonna speak on me, but I'm just gonna say in general. Once you find your person, once you find a new, I live by the complex, and a lot of dudes do. To get over some ass, you got to go get some ass. I lived by that. That was my motto. Okay. So this is how I knew I was different. When I started getting back out here, I wasn't concerned about getting some ass. Crazy, right?
Yes,
That,
and a whole lot. Listen,
that's not a lie.
if you want me to come on the show where you're just gonna sit up here and lie, you got to
Listen,
warn me so I know to just let you fly.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. I wasn't concerned about getting no ass.
Look
Off
at you up
that,
in them clouds in the sun. How it feel to be all the way up
I'm
there?
just saying, no, all bullshit aside, I wasn't concerned with it. It wasn't my first mind. You know what I'm saying? I actually took my time and I wanted to know this person. Like I knew this person, but I wanted to know this person. So getting ass wasn't even on the agenda at first. And she will swear herself that it was, but it wasn't. Too
Yeah,
many
it was.
facts have been proven. I've proven too many times that wasn't the agenda. But I digress. My man said Tara just do two different versions of the same show every week. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yeah, because you can make a case that before One Man, One Woman came out, Tara was doing Tuesdays with Big Smash, but we ain't gonna jump into that. We
We
ain't
have been
gonna
working on it long before that, sir.
ain't nobody trying to hear
I
that.
can tell you what it was. What no, I'll explain all this later when
Just
before we
like
did
just
One
like
Man, One Woman.
just like y'all stole
I don't even think he's talking about that though. I think
my
he's talking about my unsensitive conversation podcast. I don't think he's talking about One Man, One Woman.
no, we don't call. Listen. I was in a different space in my life, man, and I wasn't concerned about smashing off that. Now, as a man who has smashed his days of work in his life, that was a new step for me. That was a new step for me. I wanted to do something different. I wasn't trying to get in the panties off back.
Mm. So you
Hey,
like this girl because you should sit up and lying through your teeth, and I'm supposed to just like be your wingman. Okay, I got it. I believe everything you saying. That's what's up.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, and the crazy thing about it is, again, I was doing shit that I don't normally do. You know what I'm saying? We going out and we going out on good dates. You know what I'm saying? At this
What's a
time in
good
my
date?
life, we was going out on good dates. I was paying money for good dates. Now,
What's a good date? Mm-mm. What's a good date?
I was going to places I don't never take females. We was going to all kind of steakhouses and all this shit. Like, I don't do this shit. I don't do this shit. This no. We finna go to the crib. That's a date for me. You know what I'm saying? That's a date for me. You know, so it was different. So I started going down this road
I can't
of,
stand Raw. I swear I cannot. I can't stand him. I can't sit him. I can't deal with him.
hey, shout out to my boy Raw. Hey, listen, I just want to make this announcement in case this nigga try to renege. Me and Raw going live Sunday, man. We gonna pop out on y'all motherfuckers. Sometimes you
I'm
just
gonna
gotta
be.
pop out and show niggas who do this
You
back out
don't get to
shit.
say that, sir. You
Hey,
never get
hey,
to say that,
hey.
sir.
Sometimes you just gotta pop out and show niggas who do this podcast and shit for real.
I'm
So we gonna show
gonna be in
y'all.
the comments and I'm gonna be cutting up. You better believe it. I can't wait.
That's cool. That's cool. You know, me and Raw, we ain't never dodged no comments or no conflict. We love all that shit. But yeah, relationships are hard, man. Especially when you get your heart broke. Because now you want revenge. Now you want to get back out here and find somebody to change your whole life around. Me, I'm a clingy person. All right. Once you start coming around, I want you around. I don't want you to go nowhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You
Who
go
are
nowhere else.
you? I
Now,
cannot keep up.
now, that might be a problem to a lot of people. So make sure that who you're dealing with can deal with your clinginess, because
Mm.
y'all got to understand other people have lives too. They can't put their whole life on hold for you as much as you would like them to. Okay. So this is where you have to show them a good time with everything that y'all doing. Y'all got to take advantage of the time y'all have, because that person might got kids, you got kids. That person might got a job, you got a job. You can't be sitting around want to be booed up all goddamn day, even though you want to. Shout out to the ones that do, because if
Me?
they're important, you gonna make the time for them. Plain and simple. You heard it from
Facts.
Smash. If they important to you, you gonna make the time. That means you can't hang out with your girls tonight because your guy want to hang out, go hang out with that guy. If
Mm-hmm.
your girl want to hang out, but you want to go to the club with the fellas, go hang out with your girl, man. Ain't. I'm telling you, hanging out with your girl, rubbing on some titties is better than standing around some hard legs spending money. I'm telling you right now. You heard it from me.
Hey, listen to Big Smash. That's the only time you'll ever hear me say that. I can promise you. I'm so
God damn it.
shocked right now.
I wanted to do things differently. So now I'm doing things differently. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
I don't think it's about revenge. I don't think it should be about revenge. I think
Oh,
you
it's
should
about
want
revenge
better
for
for
me.
you. Just
I want
because you winning naturally and organically and authentically is enough.
to
Hopefully that person is too.
no, I want to show you what you're missing. I want to show you how the glow up is real.
But here's the thing though, see the glow up, you're changing for this
The
new
glow up.
person, but you wouldn't change for the old one. So it's not about, you know what I'm saying, what she's missing.
What did they
You
say?
aren't the same version of yourself that you
What did
were with
Mike
her.
Morrow
So
say? Back then, you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me. I'm just saying, like,
she didn't want you because the version you were giving her of yourself was absolute garbage. The way you used
or
to
she
talk about
made,
the things you used
or
to
she
do,
made that version.
she made you that way.
Okay, because
Okay, well, what version
I
of
was
her
that
did
bad
you
of a
make her?
person, if I was that bad of a person, why are we together? Why did we take this step? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you might
I
not
wouldn't
have
have
been
been
that
that bad
first.
of a person.
See, I would like to have her on this show so I can hear her side. Because, baby, let me tell you
It
something.
ain't never
I
gonna
ain't
happen.
mean it.
And
Well,
here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
I don't mean
Here's
literally.
the
But
thing.
what I'm saying is,
You will never see me bash that woman in any type of way. It's no point in it. I'm at peace with it.
you just said she made you the evil person that you were.
That's how you know I'm at peace with shit. Because normally, if you get on my bad side and you make the list, oh, I got a problem for your ass. Stay tuned. It's coming.
Can
This
we
time,
pretend that I made the list? Because I want to see what kind of problem you talking about. Because you just all talk. Don't nobody care.
I have a diss episode for every podcaster that wants to play with me, already locked and loaded in my mind.
You got it this
For
episode
any
for me?
one of you podcasters out here that want to spar with Big Smash, come on with it.
Let's go.
All right, straight up.
Absolutely.
I have put a lot of podcasters to shame where they never want to
I
pick up a
want all
microphone.
the smoke. I don't want you to
Okay?
hold back. We still gonna be friends afterwards. Let's
Yeah.
go.
But this is how I sharpen my skills up. Like
Chicago versus St. Louis. You lose every time.
y'all lost already. Y'all biggest artist is Nelly.
First of
Y'all
all,
lost
I'm talking
already.
about you versus I
I'm just
versus
saying.
you.
I'm just saying. You come from the
Destroyed
city,
you
and
are.
I love Nelly. I got in trouble before for stealing a Nelly CD out of Target, but that's besides the point. But anyway,
Do you guys have any rappers out of Chicago?
Kanye West.
Oh, that's not something you should say right now. We don't rock with Kanye right now. Like again, destroy. I mean, you're foolishness right now. You could have said
Kanye West.
anybody. That's funny.
So I had to take a brief, and one of my first qualifications, fellas, and this is me just saying this. It worked for me because I led with my dick. That's how it worked. But I'm not telling y'all to do that. Don't do that. All right. It might have worked for me, but don't do that because how you start is how you have to finish. Okay. If you come out leading with your wallet, you got to finish with your wallet. All right. Because don't start her on a lifestyle that you cannot maintain. I'm telling you, don't start off with the roof Chris's and all that. Start off something simple. Start off with Applebee's. Okay? If that woman take that date with you on Applebee's, she like you.
Applebee's has some decent food. I don't understand why
She
they give such
like
a
you,
hard time.
or she just hungry. Because I know women out here that's dating for food. I definitely know. Okay, so she like you. All right, take your time to know this woman. Know man and woman. Take y'all time knowing this person. Don't be so quick to jump in the bedroom. Now, if it happens, it happens.
That's amazing.
Okay?
I cannot believe you're saying
If it
this.
happens, if you jump in the bed and it happens, cool, it happens. I don't have a time limit on how long, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, for me, the first couple of days, I wasn't even trying to hit, wasn't even in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen organically, but this is the thing though. I liked this girl since we was in the 4th grade. I liked her.
Oh, that's so
You know what I'm saying?
cute.
And it's crazy because when she came into the school, I was getting kicked out of the school. So I didn't have a time. I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance to shoot my shot during them years. But
I
sometimes
want
you
to
gotta
know why you got kicked out of 4th grade, sir.
Man, I got kicked out of 7 elementary schools in the span of 3 years.
I
Okay.
believe every bit of that.
Hell
Every
yeah.
bit of it.
I was bad as shit. I was bad as shit.
Was? Hmm.
Yeah. Now I'm a good kid. I'm a positive role model for my community. All right. I'm out here trying to give positive advice out here and help my fellas in the struggle, because where they are trying to go, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here to help. Okay. It's only my job is to help. All right. I love helping people. I'm a helper. Tara, I'm a helper.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. You got it. I mean, okay. I can't keep up. The version of you that's on here tonight is actually very intriguing. And I would love to
But it's
believe what's
crazy
coming
because
out of your mouth.
if you listen to my new podcast, you will understand that this is the new me. This is me. Okay. I'll be out
Do
here
you, do
talking.
you realize that I've met 7 different new yous? I just want to let you know that I'm keeping count. So, I mean,
So take your time. That was the first step. Take your time. All right. Don't be so quick to rush into their bedroom. I read the room. Pay attention to things. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. Do not come out telling a motherfucker about your bills and what you need off that. Because I done already tuned you out. I already had it in my mind. Now I just want to fuck you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna fuck you and go on about my business. Once it's too soon. I believe if I see that you need something done, I'm gonna do it. You ain't gotta ask me. I'm gonna do it because I want to do it. But the minute you open your mouth and you got your hand out, don't be surprised if I start unbuckling my belt and pulling my dick out, because now,
oh,
respectfully, respectfully, Tara, respectfully, okay?
there
I'm
was
just
no
saying.
respect in that. There was no respect in that.
I'm just saying it ain't respectful to ask me for some fucking money in 2-3 days.
I agree 100%. I just was not ready for what you said, but okay, you got it.
I'm a Scorpio, Tara.
Yep.
Tara. It's life.
I mean, it's such a for
Yeah,
real. If that's your rule, then that's your rule. Because I do
definitely my
think
rule. Don't ask me
starting
for no
off
money.
starting
Don't
off
ask,
too soon, and that's both ways,
don't
dudes
ask,
too. Because you got some fellas
ask
out
me
here who
for
would
no,
do that too.
don't ask me for no money. Mm-mm. If I see that you need something, I'm gonna do it on my own. Don't ask me, because now it just make me wonder, like, all right, why are you really here? Okay, and I ain't saying I'm Donald Trump rich or some shit like that. I'm just saying that if I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna take care of you. You know what I'm saying? If I want to send you flowers every week, that's what I do. That's my thing. I do things like that on my own without you even having to ask. That's my thing. All right. Let me do my things. If I want to pay your Netflix bill, that's something I wanted to do. I did that on my own. I pay that Netflix bill. God damn it. I got
How
you.
long? How long is or at what time can a woman start bringing up something like, hey, I'm kind of behind on my electric bill? How long would she have to be with you to mention something like that to you? Is that like 6 months, a year, 3 months? Like, what we talking about?
When I feel like you genuinely here for me, not for what I'm gonna do for you, but if I feel like you genuinely here for me, it's nothing for me to pay a light bill or
I
a
wonder
car
how often that actually happens. I
or a
have
car
never
note
in my life
bill
done that.
or something like that. It's nothing for me to do that if I feel like you're genuinely here for me. But one thing I will say is if you do something for this person, make sure it comes from the heart and not with an ulterior motive. Okay.
And don't throw it back up in their face when you get mad about
Oh yeah,
something.
yeah. I used to do that. I used to do things because I had an ulterior motive. Oh yeah. Um, Yeah, I'll take you out. Hell yeah, we can go there. Most expensive place you could think of. Hell yeah, we can go there. Because I know in my mind, like, once I go to this place, I'm finna clap cheeks. Hell yeah, I bond with your kids. He. Yeah, we'll play video games. He. Because I knew the quickest way to get to a woman is to love her kids. Shit. That was
Did
the
you love
game.
kids?
It's
Mhm,
crazy, right? I got all
mhm.
these kids, and I had requirements of you couldn't have more than 2 kids. That was my thing.
That's
That
not crazy. That makes sense because you have 47 of them.
fact,
Naturally, you want her to have one or two.
facts.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even the kids that was the issue. It was the baby daddies.
I feel you because I don't do baby mom drama at all.
I don't want you to have this amount of baby fathers because I feel like, all right, so again, if y'all don't know Big Smash science, my science is this. If you had one baby daddy with a whole lot of kids, that means you loyal to that nigga. And anytime he want his family back, he can have his family back just like that.
Mm.
I don't want you. But if you got 3 baby daddies and you got kids and they all by different daddies, I liked you. I did. I liked you.
You're the most toxic person I've ever met in my life.
Because that's telling me that you ain't loyal to none of these motherfuckers.
But don't you want her to be loyal to? Why would you like somebody who's not loyal?
No, I'm just saying, just in case one of them niggas tried to spin the block. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, like I said, the man with all the kids, he always gonna feel like I'm your only baby daddy. And see me, I've been blessed enough to either be the first or the last. Okay, with all my kids' mothers, I'm either the first or the last. So I'm blessed because I don't have to deal. First of all, if I'm first, you got a tough act to follow because I be on my daddy shit for real. But if I'm last, you ain't gonna want to have kids with nobody else because shit, you got the ultimate baby father right here. I don't bother you. I take care of my kids. I don't interrupt in your bullshit. I don't care who you're dealing with. I don't care about none of that. I'm like the ultimate. I mind my business and take care of my kids. What more could you ask for? Straight up.
Okay, so now that you're getting back out there, what are you seeing differently? What in this new relationship is different from your marriage?
Differently. You women think y'all in charge. Y'all got to stop doing that shit. Okay? You're going to run a good man off by thinking you're in charge, by thinking you wear the pants, by thinking you are the man. I'm telling you, a pet peeve of mine is thinking that you are going to outman me.
How? Okay?
I might let it ride at first because it's cute, and I might let you, you know, the way you talk might be a turn on. I might like that shit. But then once you start feeling like you the boss of me, and I got to jump every time and I got to walk on eggshells just to keep the relationship going. Because y'all know I always say this shit. The relationship shouldn't only be in danger when the woman is unhappy. If I'm unhappy, God damn it, the shit should be in the same kind of way. See, women, they feel like, oh, well, his feelings ain't valid, so we just gonna sweep it under the rug and act like his feelings ain't valid. But when I'm ready to explode, when I got an attitude, he got to stop everything and fix this. Now, if I'm upset as a man, if I'm upset and I got some issues and concerns, God damn it, they serious. Take them serious. All right?
I agree 100%.
Keisha down the street, take some serious. All right? But I got to say this too. Ladies, if you get with a man who has a whole lot of baby mamas, please stop thinking that he wants the baby mama. He doesn't want her. Obviously, he would be with her.
Oh, sir, you just got through saying that this dude won't think he can get her. Then respect the woman too. Then she does not want her baby daddy either, sir. Thank you very much.
I'm just saying. One of my pet peeves is when you accuse me of wanting any of my children's mothers. It's not gonna happen.
That's a conversation you have in the beginning. You have to warn a woman.
So when I go hang out with them for the weekend because my kids is in different states and stuff like that, let me rock. Let me rock. Okay? Trust that man. He over there for his kids.
You got to be with her long enough for her to know that she can trust you, though. The problem is,
I'm not talking about me. I'm good. People know not to play with me. Don't play with me. I take care of my kids. I don't need the baby mama to take care of my kids. I've had all my kids together under one roof, just me. So don't think that I gotta sneak and do all that shit. I ain't got the time for it. I'm an honest person.
I think the only reason a woman would think something like that is, one, you wouldn't got you a broken, insecure chick. So that's your taste in women. Or you're doing something when your baby mama can call you at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Y'all having conversations about stuff that ain't really relevant. Anytime you're supposed to do something with her, you interrupt it for your baby mama. You do things to put her in that mind frame.
So only one child's mother of mine has access like that, where, you know what I'm saying, she can call me at 1, 2 in the morning. The other
about stuff
three,
that isn't regarding the child.
yeah, because we like best friends. We tight like that. We
That's
ain't
so
trying.
disrespectful. If y'all best
And
friends, she shouldn't
furthermore,
even want to call
hold
you
on,
at 1 o'clock in
hold
the
on. Here's
morning
the
knowing you.
kicker.
No, no, no,
Here's
no,
the
no.
kicker.
She
Here's the
shouldn't even
kicker.
want to call
Hold
you
on, hold on. I gotta
at
stop
one
you there.
o'clock in the morning.
Here's the kicker. She's gay.
It just
So
it's about respect. I'm laying in
nah,
the bed with my man
it
and we
ain't about
sleep.
respect. She
Oh,
likes women, so don't have to worry about shit there. Nothing's
it
gonna
has to
happen
do.
there.
Okay, listen. The respect is the respect the household. If we're laying in the bed sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, we both got to go to work, and you calling him talking about your girlfriend got on your nerves. Come on, bro. That's
All right,
disrespectful.
so look, I got in trouble for some shit like that not too long ago, and I thought it was quite funny. But now I had to really think about it. Um, I was having a closure talk with one of my exes, and it was a closure talk. It was, but I had a woman laying next to me,
Oh,
and
mercy, Jesus.
but see, hold on now. I gotta give you the story. She wasn't feeling the best, so I was playing doctor. So I was handling doctor business, taking care. But now I feel like I'm so good in this moment. I just need to go head on and let that go. Sometimes you have an epiphany like that, ladies and gentlemen. You have an epiphany where everything right here is right. All right, it's right. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. So at that moment, when you're texting me trying to be on some other shit, I got to set you straight. Like, you know what, yo, I'm loving my life where it is right now. This isn't going to work. We got to stop this. Whatever we had is dead and gone. If I hurt you, I'm sorry. This is the closure I need to give you in order for me to really, really move on. And sometimes you got to have them closure talks. You can't really be out here saying you healed if you still got chapters in that book that you have not finished writing. You got to close that chapter the right fucking way before you try to move on with somebody else. I'm telling you right now, it never works when you try to hurry up and get over somebody by jumping in with somebody else. Hurt people hurt people. Remember that shit.
Do you
Okay.
just have a book of cliches sitting right there in front of you? Is that what we're doing? Because when I say things like that, you tell me, nah, 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 F all that, we're not doing it, we're not doing it. And then you think 20 minutes later, I ain't gonna remember that you just gonna turn around and start saying what I was saying. This is outrageous.
Welcome to the Real One Man, One Woman podcast. I'm your boy Big Smash. I'm in the building, but yeah.
Oh my God. You're so ridiculous. It's not even funny. Oh my God.
No, but all bullshit aside, man, listen, you got to close them doors before you try to open up a new one.
Yes.
Real talk.
And
Um,
sometimes you don't need the other person to get the closure. The breakup itself can be the closure. You know
mhm.
you're not with them anymore. You know you guys couldn't figure it out. Sometimes when you calling somebody about closure, you're really trying to see if you still got a little you can get your little toe in the door and figure out what's up. Sometimes you miss that person and it's not really about closure. So you have to be careful with stuff like that. We
Yeah.
we actually talked about that on the Real One Man and One Woman the podcast.
I just think like another thing too, man. Like honestly, people have feelings and attachments. It's not cool to play. If you're not serious about whoever you're dealing with, put that on the table at the door. Hey, listen, I just want to have sex. Hey, listen, I just want to date and have fun. Hey, listen, I'm not ready for another kid, so we got to do this and we got to do that. Hey, you got to let everybody know exactly what it is you want on the table so it ain't no confusion. Put it out there. Now, I'm not saying that what you put on the table in the beginning, you can't change in the middle because your feelings got deeper and you got deeper. And you know, like this, because sometimes it does just start off as a fling. It does just start off as y'all talking and just there's no spark there. And then one day there's a spark. So it happens. It happens because then you find yourself going to the bowling alley and letting that person win, even though you know you can smoke their ass, but you like them. You like them. You feel like you can smoke their ass, so you throw the game on purpose. I've done that, but
As a man should.
te- I mean, true enough, but still, sometimes it's okay to let the woman win. It's okay. It's okay.
It's very okay.
Yeah. Because them panties gonna get wet just off the fact that you care. Okay. So so hey, don't mind me, man. You missed talking to me, man. Listen, I've been so busy. This is why I ain't been able to be having these because I've been working on this podcast, trying to be the best version of myself. All right, I'm
I
one
just
with
hope you're
myself.
serious. I hope you're serious because you said a lot of good things tonight, but coming from you, I can't tell if I'm coming or going because it's you. It makes no sense. I almost want you just to go back to what you used to be because this right here is too confusing for me.
I don't want to. I don't want to be that anymore. Who is
I
that?
don't
Who
want
is
you to
that?
be
Bonnie Bianca. What
literally.
up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Relationships, they're work.
They are.
Okay, stop
Lord have
thinking
mercy.
you got it all easy. You got all the answers. What worked in your last relationship will not work into this one. You can't come off comparing. Oh well, my ex they did this and they did that, and I like this and I like that. You can't do that.
Let me let's pause there though. What if there was one specific reason why you couldn't be with your ex anymore, right? You guys just couldn't get over whatever it was, whatever it was. I don't know what it was. But what
Mhm.
if they did a lot of things great and you're used to being like they spoiled you? And I'm not talking about necessarily materialistic things like they cuddled you, they gave you a quality time, your physical touch. They looked out for you. Whenever something was wrong with you, they knew exactly what you needed because y'all had put in that kind of time together. It is
Mhm.
really hard if you don't take that time to heal. And even if you do, to get with someone new who doesn't know those things or doesn't do those things. You want to do that opens the doors. This new person you're messing with doesn't. You want someone who knows when you don't feel good that you want chicken noodle soup with some
Mhm.
crushed red pepper in there to clear up the nasal passages. And you've told this person, but they're not listening. You can actually miss so many things about your ex. You're not trying to compare. You're just used to a level of care and attention that you don't currently have with
No.
this person you're trying to build with. How do you navigate that?
All right, so my thing is, and I tell people this all the time. I say this all the time. Like, you like the things that we're doing. Maybe you just don't like the things that we're doing. I'm not the person that you like doing those things with. And I had to really think about that because this person can check all the boxes. They can give you quality time, physical touch, all them things that you said, but they still look for something, the shoe to drop. Like something is not, he gonna fuck up, she gonna fuck up, something, because you're waiting on it because it's like you want these things, you just want it with your person. So I think
But not even that. What if you really do like this person? They don't do what your ex used to. They don't do the good things. They don't do the
yeah,
bad things either. And that's why you like them. But the
yeah.
good stuff you want to incorporate. Like, how do you even say to a person, I mean, I guess you would just say something like, well, I like this, but they're going to know how you know you like it because clearly another
Uh,
dude was doing it.
You got to listen. You got to take that time. You got to read the room, like I said earlier. You got to read the room. You got to know, pick up on little things. You know what I'm saying? Just read that person, figure them out, study them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
Not
you ain't.
most men don't do that. They're not trying to study a woman. Most
I
men
have
think
to
if they lay
because
it down in the bed, everything else is going to come together
oh, I'm
magically.
gonna study you there too. But what I'm saying is, before we get there,
Please
I
stop
need
talking
to,
like that with me. I'm uncomfortable when you say things like this. Gross.
not you. But what
I
I'm
mean, I
saying
know nothing.
is,
It's still gross.
what what I'm saying is, and this is coming from the thirst. The anyway, um, whatever. Um, you got to study that person. You have to, and you have to understand that I have a cap on how much I'm gonna give you every day. Because if I learn you too fast, I'm gonna feel like I already know you, and that takes the thrill and the fun out of it. So we are doing different things every day. I'm gonna check the temperature and see what exactly it is that you like and what you don't like. And then I'm gonna figure out how to incorporate that so we can not force, but we can have a routine, we can have a habit. But the thing with this is though, once you start doing those things, see, getting a new man and a new woman is not the problem. Being consistent, doing what you did to get them, that ain't the issue. Keeping them is the issue. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? How can you keep them? Okay, you got them. Great. Now people get comfortable. They kick their feet up and they relaxing because they feel like, oh yeah, the hard part is over with. I got you. No, it ain't.
Mhm.
You got to keep that shit going.
Yeah.
Remember what I was saying earlier about, say, if you send your lady some flowers every week, that's your thing. You have to keep that up because they're expecting that. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They're expecting that they don't want to see the change up. The change up is going to come. That first real argument that y'all have, oh man, that's gonna tell everything. That's gonna tell everything. That's gonna tell how y'all move from here on out. And there will be some ups and downs. I don't ever come into another relationship and feel like, oh man, everything is gonna be perfect because I know everything I want and everything that I went through with the last. I ain't got nope, nope, nope. Stop thinking that. Like you have to come in with the mind frame. All right, we just got into it. But is it really worth getting into it that's gonna rock every progression that y'all have had to get to that point? No. You just got to figure it out. You just got to keep moving. And you got to have these talks. You got to talk to each other. Talk to me.
So let me
Don't
ask you
yell
a
at me.
question. If
Yeah.
you if you're with your person, and you guys are angry and you're fighting with each other,
Mhm.
like, do you treat them differently because you're mad at them than you treat them when you're not?
I mean, okay, so I can be mad at you, but I can still care. All right. If it's raining outside and I see you finna go outside, I'm still gonna get you an umbrella. I'm still gonna tell you to get you a hat, get you a raincoat or something like that. I ain't gonna have you out here looking bogus. If your hair and makeup and all that shit is bogus and you finna get ready to go outside, I might not say nothing to you directly. You know what I'm saying? I might give you a brush or something to let you know, yo, fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna care. I'm still gonna care. I'm just mad as shit right now, but I should never be that mad
Woo.
to the point where I stop caring about your feelings or about what you think or things like that. It's okay to walk away. Like I had to tell somebody not too long ago, like, nah, if you upset with me, cool. You just upset. You in the room. I'm downstairs, or you downstairs, I'm in the room. But all that, I'm finna get ready to go and blah, 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 and all that shit. Now, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You're just gonna be upset. You're gonna be upset right here, though. You know what I'm saying?
She,
Out of respect.
she can't leave when she mad. Why?
For what?
Because she needs to get away from you. She don't want to be sharing the same oxygen with you.
Okay, that's
You must
cool.
not have
That's
liked that
fine.
comment because I'm talking about you pulled that joker down with the quick
That's
nets.
cool. No, no, no. I'm real quick with taking comments now, but um, let's be honest. We all do that. We might not say it in a loving ways before. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm gonna get angry with you, but I'm gonna still care. All right, and you're gonna get angry with me. You know what I'm saying? I think when people express that they still care, even in the midst of the situation, because I think some situations are like really fucked up. That you have to give them time to be unmad when they want to. I've been in situations where I tried to force them to not be mad because I'm over it. All right,
Yeah.
I'm over this shit. Now you need to be over this. But it
Hmm.
don't work like that. You know
That
what I'm
is true.
saying? I've been in situations where we mad at each other, but I'm ready to have relations. So fix that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be mad if the other person ain't ready to reciprocate that to you because it's some real life shit going on right now. Like it'd be shit. I used to think sex fixed everything. I ain't gonna lie.
It fixed some things, but not everything.
It does. But when that person
So
ain't in the mood, because I definitely don't want no here man gone pussy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't want the lazy booty. I don't want none of that shit. If you ain't into it, I'm telling you, it's a complete turn off for me. Like,
So
I'm
for me,
cool.
here's the thing. If I'm like if we're mad at each other and then I'm getting
Mhm.
ready to leave the house and you bring me an umbrella because it's raining, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna soften me up a bit. There's nothing to
Yeah,
me that's more beautiful than a man like might literally be mad at you, but is still caring for you. You know what I'm saying? He's that support, he's still your
yeah.
safe space. So you know it's there for when you calm down. But also too, for me, let's say we angry and you want relations. I don't really think it's safe to turn your man down for sex unless it's something like physically or
Hell
medically
yeah.
wrong with you. So, but you got to make love to me. I'm
Girl,
not gonna.
please.
We ain't gonna do that submissive stuff where you walk in the room and tell me to get on my knees. I ain't doing none of that
Yeah.
today. You gonna have to make love to me. You have to apologize to me physically in all those ways, and then maybe we can begin the
No,
healing
I'm
process.
not doing that, especially if it's your fault. But
Well,
fellas,
no, 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 no. If
fellas,
it's my fault, then I'm the one that's gonna be making love to
fellas, let me
you
help
or
y'all
doing
out real
whatever you
quick.
want me to do.
Let me help y'all out. Let me help
But I'm
y'all from
speaking
not
about us
let
women.
me help y'all from not sleeping on the couch, fellas. Whatever the argument is, just say she right, you wrong. All to be forgiven for the moment, brothers. Go get your nut, get your rocks off, and then bring the argument back up because
You
you've already you
okay? This is who I was waiting on. This right now we smoking. Now we are smoking. Okay, out of the twilight zone, back into reality. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir, very much.
Nah, listen. It's okay to say that you right, baby. You right. I ain't see it that way, but you right. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't fun sleeping on the couch when you got titties upstairs, fellas. Okay, I'm just saying it ain't right. It's right, but it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been in situations where we mad at each other, but we still in the same bed. So cool. You want to be mad? Cool, be mad.
That is
I'm,
supposed to. It's supposed to happen like that.
I'm gonna be right here with you. Well, we
I
gonna
don't
be
want my
mad,
man away from me.
huh?
I don't like going to bed mad. But even if we just couldn't figure it out, I still want to know he's there. I want his presence. I want the warmth of his body next to me. Like that's crazy to me. The whole couch thing is awkward. And then if he paying bills there, how can you actually make him not sleep in his bed? That's weird to me.
Because either you gonna end up sleeping on the couch or she gonna go sleep on the couch.
But why?
So,
How could you ever be so mad at now if he cheated or something like that, he got to get out the
yeah.
house. But if y'all
What?
arguing because he didn't take out the
Man,
trash,
you
that's worthy of you sleeping
listen.
alone. That's
You
great.
can work through cheating.
N- n- uh,
I
no, you
I didn't
cannot.
say you can work through a lie. You can work through cheating. You
I
can
don't
work
believe so.
through being presented with a baby that you didn't even know existed before y'all got together. But now, voila, here it is. Here's a baby
If he
surprise.
didn't know, okay. If he knew and lied, baby, I'm out. There are things that don't work for me, and cheating is a deal breaker, and physical, emotional, mental
The
abuse
baby
are deal
happened
breakers.
before you. How can you be mad about something he didn't know about?
No, I said if he didn't know,
Oh, okay.
I'm with you. But if he was hiding the baby, he knew the baby was there and all of that, and told me he had no kids, and then I
Mm.
found out, yeah, he did, and he knew he been going over there every other weekend and sending child support money. Hey, we got a problem. There are certain things you can't. For me, it's about trust. If I don't trust you anymore, I
Ain't nothing but
cannot
a
be with
problem if
you.
he's still going over there making time and paying child support and
He
things
should
like
have
that.
told
Like,
me. The moment he found out, he should have told me. That should be a us thing, not a him thing. I don't mean I'm going over there, but I shouldn't be sitting here as his girl and I'm the only person who don't know this. You make me look stupid then.
so so you
If I
going
can't trust you,
you
I don't want you.
is you playing stepmama? Is you gonna accept that kid or not?
That kid came from him. And if I love him, I gotta love that kid. So tell me about the kid. Because I don't want no deadbeat dude who not taking care of his kids. And I don't want no dude that's ashamed of his kids. Let me know. I love kids. I just don't care about their mamas if they still into him. Like I don't want somebody bringing drama into my life.
I dig that. I dig that.
I would like to get
Listen,
along with her. It's I'm a bonus person to love
and
on your kid, to
you would
protect
like
your
to get
kids, to pick them up
along
from
with
school.
her. Would you like to get along
Oh,
with her? Would you like to get along?
oh my god. It depends on if she cute.
Okay. I like that answer. I
Boy,
like listen.
bye. Don't play with me. You a fool.
I
But I
like that
love
answer.
kids. You gotta
Okay.
do right by the kids.
All right. So listen, man. You got some words of encouragement for the good people before we get ready to wind this down real quick.
Y'all, let's stand together in solidarity and prayer that this really is the new smash and this is something that we can believe in. I thoroughly enjoyed the sense they came out of your mouth tonight. I just don't believe it's coming from a true and honest place, but we shall see. I'm rooting for you.
I'll explain all that later. Okay.
Yeah, because you lying.
For me, listen, take your time. Don't rush into nothing, man. And having great sex doesn't equate to having a great relationship. Keep that in mind. Okay.
Yeah.
You can have some of the best sex and be the worst match for each other in anything else. Okay.
Yeah.
So take your time. Sex does fix some of the things. All right. But if your lady ain't in the mood or your man ain't in the mood, you just gotta just go ahead on
Take
and
it anyway.
turn on Pornhub and do all that shit, get it
Take it
on.
anyway.
Well, I ain't taking shit. Okay. We ain't doing that. See, they got laws for that type of shit. I'm cool on that, but yeah. Um, unless we married, then that's a different story.
Oh, you take it if you married. Got it.
Yeah. Be over who you don't want before you try to get with somebody that you do want.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. I can't give you my all because I still got a part of me left in the past. Nah,
Yeah.
you got to make sure all that is done because it's some real men and real women out here that ain't gonna take that. I want you all. If I can't have all of you, I don't want none of you. Somebody told me that earlier today, and that felt different. I was like, yeah, I got to use that for the show. But anyway,
Excuse
also,
me. I just want the people to rewind this and watch the very first thing I said about what I do in getting back there and how he told me F all that. And then he just right now said the same thing again. I just want y'all to keep up with what's happening on the show because I am. Okay, go ahead. Finish your point.
don't sit here and compare your current to what your ex used to do. We don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about what they did, how their life was, how they treated you. I don't give a damn because if they're so great, then go back and be with their ass. Okay. Next lesson. If you're really done with your baby mama and baby daddy, be done. Keep it cordial. Deal with the kids. Leave it at that. Don't call and bother people just because you feel like you still have that power because you are the baby mama or the baby father. You can do that. No. Respect the boundaries that have been set. If you are in a relationship, those boundaries need to be respected. Okay?
Again, I said that he told me no, and
Because
yeah.
if you don't respect them boundaries, you're gonna respect my fist. And that's all I gotta say.
Oh, but your gay baby mama does not have to respect those boundaries, and your new woman can't just punch her in the face. You make no sense. This is what I'm saying with you. It's like women have a set of rules and men have a set of rules, and I just
Because
don't think that's fair.
she plays for the other team.
It's the
We don't
boundaries are still there, regardless if you would
we
smash
don't
or
play
not.
for the same team. But
Did she ever play for your team though?
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, but you never know. She might wake up
That
thirsting
was
real
11
quick
years
for a
ago.
little reminiscence.
I don't think that's going to happen. But
Mhm.
in the event that it does happen, four titties is better than two.
Okay, you better be wrapping this show up because I'm about to go.
All right, listen, man. Episode 1 of I'll Explain All This Later is out. Episode 2 is out. Episode 3 is coming up. That's the friend zone. And then episode 4 is trust issues. Y'all know I got a lot to say about that. If anybody know about trust issues, it's me. I was the king of that shit. But tap the hell in. Y'all already know. Tara, new era. Hey, let everybody know where they can find you at, what you got going on. Let all the good people know what's cooking with the One Man, One Woman, and Smash podcast coming soon to all platforms.
Oh my God. You can find my podcast called One Woman. I mean, it's a One Woman, One Man, and One Woman, the podcast on all streaming platforms. We're also on YouTube. And you can also find me on YouTube. I am a fragrance influencer. My name is Opinionated Scents. And you can find me there and Instagram at opinionated_scent.
For sure. All you gotta do is get me on there. And we really gonna blow numbers through the roof. All right. You at 10K, shit, you gonna be at 15K once you get me on there the same night.
Babe, do you know anything about fragrance? Exactly. Okay, thanks.
I do. I got a closet full of them. You better listen. my cologne collection is nuts.
Sweetie,
Like
I'm not talking about Bath and Body Works. I mean,
I
like
don't,
for
and
real.
listen, I got some of that too, but I'm talking Creed and all type of shit. Like I spend money on cologne. That's
Do
what I
you?
do.
Okay.
I can't be up under no woman smelling tangy. I gotta be smelling right anytime I come to a woman, and whatever I feel is how good she make me feel. If she make me
Soap and
feel,
water works fine.
yeah, that works too. But still,
Yeah. Please don't be tangy and put no cologne on that you're doing something.
oh, see, you ain't got to never worry about that with me. I like to smell good. But anyway, you can find me, my co-host, Rose and Nira, every Monday night at midnight. All right. Friend zone is on the way. We're gonna talk about being in the friend zone. Shout out to Forrest Gump. Shout out to Steve Urkel, two of the dopest friend zoners I ever met in my life. Salute to them. They did it. I'm not doing that shit. You put you put me in the friend zone, we are no longer friends. I will tell a motherfucker that in a heartbeat. I'm not gonna get done clapping your cheeks just to be told, oh, I got a new man, so now you got to stand over here on the sidelines and wait. The fuck? No, it ain't gonna happen. All right. You can catch me and Miss Tira. We getting back into it, man. We been going through some shit. Life hits you. I'm very serious. Life hits you sometimes, man. So yeah, shout out to everybody out here doing their thing. I will see y'all. I probably go live tomorrow. Oh, mind y'all, we got the recap every Monday. That's where we recap the episode of All Explain All This Later. And we, I have two female co-hosts. So when I do the recap, which is usually with DC and my boy Styles, we get the male perspective of that episode. So yeah, I do things differently over here. Okay, we different. We're a different podcast.
You trying?
Huh?
You came up with a little idea after I pointed out to you. You was a whole fucking copycat.
No, I didn't. That shit
So then
didn't
you want to do
happen.
the after show to try to prove something's different, sir? No, sir, no.
No, the after show is
But you tried it.
with the male's perspective. Okay.
So are you not sitting there during the show giving the male perspective?
Yeah, but that's different when you got two females to argue with.
Ah, that's right. You can't handle two women, yet you was up here flossing about 4 titties. Got it.
Shit, I can handle 8 if I wanted to.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Hey man, tap back in, man. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Listen, if you're not over your ex, don't get with nobody else. Go work it out with them first. All right. You heard it from me first.
Motherfucker, you heard it from me first. What's wrong with you?
All right, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm out.